The ice splinters under the weight of the predator. In a desperate maneuver, the walruses form a defensive ring. Meet the polar bear, 1,200 psi bite force, capable of crushing bone instantly.
The walrus, a 1,500-kilogram living fortress armed with deadly ivory spears.
These tusks can impale with surgical precision, nature's ultimate defensive weapons. A predator equally deadly on ice and in water, the ultimate Arctic hunter.
Strength meets armor. This giant can defend against any Arctic threat.
With senses that can detect prey from 20 miles away. Hey, the perfect killing machine. When threatened, they form an impenetrable wall of tusks and blubber. Each paw strike delivers enough force to break a seal's skull in one blow. Protected by 4 inches of blubber, nature's perfect body armor against Arctic cold and attacks. The polar bear approaches, but the walrus is ready. With a formidable display of its tusks, it warns the predator to keep its distance. The apex predator of the Arctic charges with explosive speed across the frozen landscape, locking onto the massive wall.
In a spectacular clash of titans, the polar bear lunges. The force of the impact
The polar bear launches its attack, but the walrus meets the charge with a formidable defense.
Here, the polar bear's agility is pitted against the sheer defensive strength of the walrus, a dramatic struggle for survival in the high Arctic.
The walrus, a formidable opponent, uses its massive tusks in a desperate attempt to defend its territory. The walrus attacks, but the polar bear dodges with surprising speed, a display of feline grace on the frozen sea. The immense pressure of the struggle causes the very foundation of their battleground to give way. The ice cannot withstand the fury of these titans. The polar bear's attack is relentless. The massive walrus thrashes violently, its tusks swinging wildly in a desperate attempt to break free. A life or death struggle on the ice. The walrus bellows in distress as the bear maintains its grip, showcasing the polar bear, a masterful predator of the north, zeroes in on its prey. The walrus must retreat quickly across the treacherous ice flues.
The polar bear makes its desperate final charge, hoping to catch its prey before it reaches the safety of the freezing Arctic waters.
The walrus, a true giant of the Arctic, navigates its icy domain with surprising grace. Beneath the clear Arctic ice, the walrus waits patiently, its sensitive whiskers detecting the slightest change in the current.
The defeated bull retreats, seeking refuge in the deeper waters of the Arctic Circle.
Driven by hunger, the polar bear relies on its incredible sense of smell to locate seals across the vast Arctic ice.
The intense battle subsides as the colossal ice floes finally settle, restoring a fragile calm.
The successful hunt complete, the bear gorges itself on the hard-won prize, a vital source of energy in this frozen world.
The undisputed king of the Arctic, surveying his frozen domain after a successful hunt. The massive Pacific walrus uses its formidable tusks to navigate the shifting Arctic ice.
Play is essential for the development of these young cubs, overseen by their vigilant mother on the vast expanse of the frozen ocean.
In the harsh environment of the Arctic Circle, the bond between a mother and her cubs is essential for survival.
A master of its environment, the polar bear demonstrates the swimming prowess essential for survival in the rapidly changing Arctic.
The Arctic is a harsh mistress, and this old bull knows it well.
The Arctic, a realm defined by ice, where every species, from the majestic polar bear to the singing beluga,
Forced to adapt, the walrus dives deep, using its whiskers and tusks to unearth vital new food sources from the frozen seabed.
Deep beneath the ice, the Pacific walrus forages along the seabed. Using its highly sensitive vibrissae, it sifts through the sediment for clams.